You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo. You're tuned in to Floridian. All right, so now it's working. I had to use my other phone. I got to find out what's going on with this phone. You're tuned into Floridian Rollo. I'm your host, Floridian Rollo, and I am coming at you with another live stream. Finally, it's working. Y'all should be hearing me loud and clear. I'm using my other phone. I got to find out what's going on with this phone, why YouTube is not working on my other phone, that I am using my other phone. Good thing I have 2 to 3 phones. Oh, gosh, I tell you. Going through all this, talking about this situation. So, listen, Brazil will be strict on the passport bros. They will be strict. As you know, many people have talked about it. Floyd will be doing 34 to 43 years. There are other people involved, including Austin Holloman. Now, I talked to my connections in Colombia while I was watching Ringo TV reactions. I know there's another brother that broke the news that Ringo talked about. Razor, he talked about it. He talked about a lot of things that's going on in the traveling community, particularly the passport bro community, right? He talks about what's going on in these other countries, what these guys is doing. So, Austin, why you took that video down, Austin Holloman? I hope Ringo TV Reactions got that video you took down, that hour, 33-minute video. Why you took that video down? Why you put your video for members only, Austin Holloman? If you're not doing this alleged situation, why did you put that hour and 33-minute video? Let the people that view the video break it down to see what's going on. You've been around this guy Floyd about 5 to 6 times, Austin Holloman. Why you took that video down? Now, my people's told me in Colombia and Brazil that Austin cannot go back to Brazil and Colombia because he was involved in some drug situation with certain people. Now he want to pull himself away from that passport bro situation. No. You are going down, Austin Holloman. Now I want this to go to Austin Holloman and let him know that it's going to come to your door. You could be in Africa. You don't think Brazil and Africa has a connection, have friendship going on, Austin Holloman? You best to believe they do. And it's not going to look very nice for you, Austin Holloman, in the near time frame. You might as well just shut your channel down like Ringo TV Reactions say. Shut it down because they're coming to see you. If they got some video of you, if Floyd got some video of you hanging out in Pacific situations and they coming to get you, they will expedite your behind to Brazil and you're going to do time with him. You guys have messed it up for serious black men that want to travel, that want to see the world. Because now, from what I was told, see, it was a point in time when you go to Brazil, you had to have a visa. You have to have certain money in your bank account. You have to have $7,000 in your bank account, plus paying a lot to get a plane ticket to go to Brazil. Now, they've been reasonable to let just about anybody in Brazil. Well, that's how this guy Floyd got in, because he didn't have to pay. He didn't have to have a certain amount of money in his bank account. Well, that's going to change, especially for black men. You're going to have between $15,000 to $20,000 before you buy a plane ticket to go to Brazil. And they're going to get more information about who you are and who you're associated with. You see, this is why I don't hang out with too many people, places, and things, because you never know what these people ill intent is. I told y'all a few years back, you know, I was in the traveling situation. I talked to these guys and I told them, I warned them. I said, it's not meant for every American man, specifically a black man, to travel. He has to have a clear mind to go to these other countries. And you could see Floyd started drama in Arkansas. He started drama in other southern states, doing pranks, doing foolishness. And then he made it even worse in Brazil. That monster messing with underage. You could look at him. You could look at that fool. You could look at that demon. You could look at him and you could see the demonic force inside of him. No soul whatsoever. And because of him, they're going to make it strict for you to go to Brazil, and they're going to make it harder for you to enter into their country because the men in that country have spoken already. They don't like what happened, and they got that thing plastered throughout all Brazil, and it has reached Colombia. It has reached the Dominican Republic. It has reached Costa Rica. It has reached Ecuador, Argentina. They all going to come and look at your black behind demonic way. You are demonic. You are a problem. And we don't need y'all here. We don't need y'all here. We're tired of you monsters. We're tired of y'all. We're tired of you demon passport bros. You are a demon. That guy's a demon. Austin Holloman, you are a demon by association. Something wrong with you. If you knew the guy was weird, why did you hang out with that weirdo? Why did you put yourself in that situation? Because something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. That's why I tell you. I'm telling you right now, it's not looking good for black men to travel to Brazil and Colombia. I got real legit friends, high end. I'm not talking about regular Colombians, because I know regular Colombians too. I'm talking about ones that make laws in their country, make changes in their country. They messaged me during the time of Ringo when he was going live, and I was telling Carmel Kimmy Kim that Austin Holloman's in trouble. They're not playing with y'all. That dude, you could look at him and say something wrong with him. So for you to hang out with him 5 to 6 times, Austin Holloman, O'Shea Duke Jackson, why you not calling out Austin Holloman? O'Shea Duke Jackson, why you not calling out Austin Holloman? I'm going to say it again. O'Shea Duke Jackson, why you not calling out Austin Holloman? You crown him the passport leader, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Y'all crown that dude from Houston, which is a weird state. Listen, Houston has a bunch of weirdos. You cannot pay me to go to Houston. No amount of money. No amount of money. You cannot pay me to go to Houston because there's a bunch of weird people in Houston. I go to North Dallas and go see my sister in the Pacific part of Texas, and that's it. I don't have no other reason to go anywhere else in Texas because at least North Dallas is normal. All these other places in Texas, something off about y'all. Real talk. And then you got that weirdo from Arkansas. You got that weirdo Floyd from Arkansas. 2 widows hanging out in Brazil, messing it up for legit black men who's not going there for that weirdo behavior, going there to have a good time and make bread with the people, with the culture. Why is these other passport bros is quiet? And shout out to the brother that, you know, Razor Ray have broke down the video. Ringo said that Razor Ray talked about it first, and now you got these other people talking about it. When I went to Brazil and Sao Paulo, you had to have $7,000 in your bank account, and the tickets was very pricey. Very pricey. And I was only there for a couple of days working with the airline industry. Because we was teaching the people that was going to come to America at that time, you know what I'm saying, teach them, you know, stuff like that. So I got paid for that. I appreciate the $4.99, Nick. Thank you for the support. Appreciate the $4.99. You got people from other countries that watch my channel, and they're not happy about this. That's confirmation right there. This person is from another country. That's confirmation. I don't make stuff up. I don't make stuff up. I don't come in here to make stuff up. I know people in places and things. I'm well-traveled. I'm well-connected with certain people that watch my platform, that know about my platform from other countries. And the people in Brazil are not happy about this. The people of Colombia are not happy about this. My friends are not happy about this. That's why I don't talk to these traveling guys. I don't associate myself with these traveling guys. I stay to myself. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the support. I appreciate the support for real, for real. I appreciate the support because I'm very passionate. I'm very well traveled. I'm very well connected to certain people that really is very troubled because they looking at the situation like, Dad, Rollo, we give these people a chance and they don't know how to behave. They don't know how to have self-control. You know what I'm saying? So, like, look, this is bad. And us as black men, we have to call this out. We have to call out these monsters, these passport traveling men. We have to call it out. Because what it seems like is happening is we got a bunch of degenerates. Look, I'm calling out the degenerates. It's a bunch of black men degenerates out here. I've been saying this for a long time. It's a bunch of black men degenerates. They need to be gone. There's no rehabilitation for them. They need to be gone. That guy, you could look at him and say something is wrong with him. He could have been unalive messing with cops. And Austin Holloman, you mean to tell me you didn't do your homework? You hanging out with a guy that was messing with cops in the South. He was messing and poking with cops in the South. You should have knew right there not to hang out with him. A lot of you black men, stop being desperate for friends. I'm going to say it again, because I'm not playing no more. A lot of you black men, stop being desperate for friends. Real talk, stop being desperate for friends. I come from a cloth that a person must earn my friendship. You must earn my friendship. I don't play that funny business. Real talk. Black men, stop being desperate for friends. Because the Bible tells you that they will turn on you and unalive you. This is real men talk right now. This is real men talk. I'm talking to the brothers. Listen, people must earn your friendship. Stop being friendly to everybody, man. That's the problem. I don't like guys that talk to guys and be friends with them right away. I don't play that business, man. You can ask anybody that rock with me. They'll tell you, nah, Rollo stayed to himself, man. I'm not trying to be friendly with everybody. I give people a chance. I'm not trying to be friendly with everybody, man. I don't play that funny business, man. Real talk. Because I realize when you try to be friendly with too many people, and all of a sudden you get caught up in some stuff you had nothing to do with. That's why I don't trust no Uster Harleman. I don't trust these dudes on the internet like that, man. You ask Keystone. Ask Keystone. Ask Keystone. He met me. I don't be friendly with everybody like that. You ask Keystone. You can ask Ringo. You can ask Brainwaves. You can ask Forever Studios. You can ask anybody that had conversations with me. And they'll tell you themselves, now, Rollo don't be acting friendly with people like that. That's why people can rock with me, because I don't be friendly with people like that. I'm not friendly with everybody like that. Don't get it twisted. I'm about my business, and I take my business very serious. And that's why people from other countries respect me, because I don't come to their country with the nonsense. Real talk, man. This is not a game. And I could talk about this passionately because I'm well-traveled, and I don't like these demons being traveling in these places, messing up stuff for people that need to be in these countries, that need to learn the language, that need to invest their life. Because this is a setback, man. This is a setback. They're going to make an example out of Floyd, and you passport bros, your time is up. It's over. You might as well just get rid of your channels, because YouTube is about to do it. And you can't even go to Rumble. Rumble is not going to accept you. They're not going to lose their financial situation. You can't go to Twitch. You can't go to Elon's thing. Traveling is over. It's over. Just like these camps, just like these other situations, it's over. Going in 2026, it's going to be a sweep. You better call it out. And stop being friendly. Listen, I'm talking to y'all, man. Stop being friendly with everybody, man. I'm not friendly with everybody. And even the ones I used to deal with relationships-wise would tell you that. I'm not friendly with everybody. I'm really about my business. I'm really about my business, man. I am not playing around. Don't come around me with the nonsense, because once I find out, I'm done. I don't care what you got going on. You cannot. This is not good. This is not good, y'all. When I used to be in the traveler thing, I did it. I was about my business. And yeah, I would say brothers need to see the world. You know, I was one of the guys who said that, you know, these American women is not on point. At the same time, as time went on, the foreign woman, it's not that much of a difference. And so for this guy to be messing with kids underage, it's not looking good for black men. In Brazil and Colombia, right now, Brazil got child support on black men. Listen, Brazil, Colombia, and the Dominican Republic, there's a lot of black men on child support. Why they not talking? Listen, there's a lot of black men on child support in the DR, in Colombia, and Brazil right now. And then to add on insult, Now with this situation, it's just like, it makes it worse and worse and worse. It makes it worse and worse and worse, y'all. I don't see how people is not calling this out. Too many people quiet about this. Now that I'm speaking on it, Ringo spoke on it, Razor spoke on it, and others, I expect a lot of women, they're going to go in. And when these women go in, they're going to go in. And guess what the women in America are going to say? Put a 5 in the chat if you ready to hear this. Guess what the women in America are going to say now, too? Put a 5 in the chat if you ready for this. You black men going to have a hard time getting women in the near future now. Because of Floyd and him being a certain look, a lot of American women going to look at you sideways. A lot of American women going to look at you sideways. You're going to have to prove to yourself to be a man. You're not with this in crowd. Listen, fellas, the days of being in crowd is over. Keystone said that I saved his life. He said something earlier. Hold on one second. Keystone said that I saved his life. Well, that's the Most High's doing, Keystone. And I'm glad that you change your ways. I'm glad that you are better in your life and you staying away from people that's not good in your life. I'm glad that that's happening. I'm glad that the Most High have allowed me to be in your life to teach you, to show you that that's important, that what you said. This man said I saved his life from a lot of situations because, see, I'm about my business. I don't got time for drama. At the same time, when my friends told me what was going on, and they messaged me on Instagram and they sent me a nice memo. This is not good, black men. And now, here in the South, I listen, I could feel it, yo. Listen, I'm in the Florida. I could feel it. I could feel it. And, you know, I'm near the tropics. I'm near the islands. I'm near South Central America. And, man, let me show you something. Hold on one second. Let's go to this video. This guy, Austin Holloman, decided to take the video down, right? You're a coward, Austin Holloman. You're a coward. You're a coward. Why you put this video on members only? Look. You see that? He put the video on members only. You're a coward. You're a coward, Austin Holloman. You're a coward. You're a coward.
Some horrible news that I'm going to relay to you guys about someone that has been on my channel previously, and it is an American man and I'm going to bring up a whole conspiracy to a lot of this stuff. This American man.
No. It's no conspiracy. It's no conspiracy. Stop it. You coming on here with the front face talking about conspiracy, Austin Holloman. It's no conspiracy. It's no freaking conspiracy.
A black American man that has been arrested in Brazil for trying to engage in sex with minors. I guess in Rio, from what I saw, and they caught him in Sao Paulo. And if you guys don't know, Floyd was in several of my videos, and we all know that Floyd was very, very cringy and very strange. And I'm telling you from hanging out in person with him.
So you hung out with him in person many times. Several times, meaning 7 times. That means something wrong with you, Austin Holloman. And it's all going to come out real soon. You're not exempt for this, Austin Holloman. You're not exempt for this situation.
Very strange. I would have never thought nothing like that, but it's also not shocking. Like, it's based off how strange he was, it's not shocking. But when I was with Floyd, I'd never seen it.
No. Did you hear that? He said it's not shocking. So he might be involved in some stuff he ain't telling. And he's trying to borrow time. He's trying to borrow time, y'all. You can't make this up. He's trying to borrow time. Let's go.
Look at any children or anything, or maybe I didn't notice, but I never seen that kind of stuff, and I never even heard him bring up or hinting at it. And he only seemed to talk to adult women when I was around. But this shit is like really, really like this is like just crazy altogether. I mean, I've heard of pedophilia before, so I'm not really. It's not nothing new. I mean, this stuff happens a lot more than you think. There's a lot more people than you think that are involved in this kind of stuff. And to go further into it, you guys have heard me say on my channel, especially with like this whole hyper masculine, a lot of dudes that follow that red pill, super female traditional role thing. If you look at their, what do you call it? I'm sorry, I just woke up. I had to record this as soon as I woke up. I
don't like that he recorded it. Why you took that live video down? I'm done listening to this fool. Why you took the live stream down, Austin Holloman? Why you put the live stream on members only? You doing the same thing the other people I'm not mentioning do the same freaking thing. You took the video down and put it on members. I know Ringo got the video. You guilty. You guilty, Austin Holloman. Why did you put that video on members only? And do this fraudulent pre-recorded video? I'm not listening to the whole thing right now. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Let me know if y'all can hear me loud and clear. I'm back. I do apologize, y'all. The phone overheated. I'm back. A lot of people stepped down. They'll be back. I appreciate it. Y'all can hear me loud and clear. That's good. I had to put the AC on now because it's like freaking feel like 80 degrees out here right now. I'm not going to lie. It feels like 80 degrees out here, y'all. Look, Austin Holloman took that video down and put it on members only like a coward. Like a freaking coward, y'all. He put the video down like a coward. Like, seriously, let me put this thing on charge. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay, y'all can see me pretty good. The cloud is over me now. Anyway, it is what it is. Yo, I mean, this other phone, I got to figure out what's going on, why YouTube is not allowing me to go live on my other phone. So anyway, at the end of the day, let's get back to the strictness. So they are in talks of passing a bill in Brazil, in Colombia, and most of these Latin countries. You got a lot of men on child support in Dominican Republic, Colombia, and now Brazil. Because think about it. These guys didn't take care of the responsibilities here in America, and they got worse in these other parts of the world. The so-called black man got worse in these other parts of the world. So what I'm hearing is that they're going to put into law that if you wanted to come to Brazil or Colombia or the Dominican Republic, you're going to have to, especially Brazil, because when Brazil does it, the other Latin countries follow. $15,000 to $20,000 must be in your bank account. They don't want your broke behinds down there no more. They don't want you brokey, passport begging folks down there no more. You don't bring anything of production anyway. You messing around with underage. You getting these women pregnant. You're not taking care of these kids. And you know in these other countries that there's no, whatchamacallit, that you get here, food stamps, WIC, and all that other stuff. You can't get that in other countries. If you can't provide for your children and your kids, then they starve for the most part. Unless you got connection with certain people that will help you in that day of time. It's too many low IQ demonic men going to these other places and messing with underage and women doing, you know what? Nasty and disgusting, I tell you. Nasty and disgusting. So look, we're going to continue to talk about this when I get to my computer. Austin Holloman, I was told they're coming for you, especially if they have evidence from Floyd, that demon, that you was involved in some other stuff or close to what we think is possible, allegedly. So to you passport guys out there, passport bros, if you get upset with me, then let me tell me about yourself. All right? Let's listen to this a little bit more with this Austin Holloman situation. Let's go.
Those dudes that have their criteria for the type of women they want. They want a woman that's a virgin, that's young enough to have all their 50, 60 kids that they make it seem like they want, and all these other very unrealistic expectations that fit only somebody that's in high school or below. Like, if you really think about it, when I was in high school, at least in America, women were not virgins by the time they were 14, like on average. So if you're looking for a virgin in this day and age, she's gonna have to.
Is he telling on himself? Is he telling on himself? Did you hear that part? Did you hear what he said? Austin, does Floyd have something on you that you worry about? Because he gonna talk. He ain't gonna be in there by himself. He gonna talk. What he got on you? Why you put that video on members only? That's when I knew. The minute you put that video on members only, and I was gonna respond to it today. I know my big bro got the video. I know Ringo got the video. I know he got the video. You gonna have him go in on you. You guilty by association. Austin, why you put that video on members only? Woo-wee.
Really, really young. And that may just be a coping mechanism just to find an excuse to do shit like this, to fuck around with kids, right? And I'm going to play the video so you guys can see. I'm going to let my editor play the video of everything.
What you say? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Get your hand on the floor. Put your hands in the air.
Y'all seen, listen. It's not looking good, y'all. We'll do a part 2 to this when I get to the house. Appreciate those who came by. Thank y'all for viewing. I got to get going. I got things I got to do. And so I just wanted to come on quickly. I got to get this other phone situated so y'all could really see me. Like, really see me, because I'm on my Apple phone. I don't know what's going on with my Galaxy phone. I got to get this situated and fit. So when I get to the place, I'll show y'all in full time what's going on and break it down even more. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate y'all coming through. This is very, very serious to my brothers out there, man. That's on point, man. I'm glad you calling this out, because my connections is going to send me more information as time goes on what's going on. So I'll keep you posted. This is not looking good, man. Ooh, man. I told these passport guys, I said, listen, we cannot have these degenerates going to these other countries. They call me out and all that. And once I departed from that situation, they going down the toilet. Ever since I left that place and dusted up my feet and kept it moving, they going down. They going down. Catch you on the next one. Appreciate it, Forever Studios, Keystone, and everybody coming through. I'll see y'all later.